Alright, guys, well, let's try this again, right? So, this is going to be a trailer reaction to something that I want to be very, very straightforward with you off the bat, in case anyone who does not frequent this channel, not to be a little bit, caught by surprise. This is something that I have no intention of watching. So, you may not want to consider my opinion. So, if you want to leave now, you can leave now. But this is a reaction because I really do feel it needs to be studied. The fall generally of the way that stories, films, and TV shows are made, as well as the quality itself of just making it look good has fallen to such a degree. And I just can't. That really is the only reason why I'm doing this right now, is for that purpose, because I have a sneaking suspicion. I already saw some stills of this particular trailer, and it just looks absolutely hideous, of course, when you compare it to what already exists, what was already better, what did not need to be messed with, what did not need to be resurrected for more money, because of course that's what we're doing here. In my view, this is now a new, I guess, if we're going to compare it to COVID, and how there were new strains, right, of COVID, like all the different ones. This is a new strain of the blight that I consider to be live action remakes, because now it's not just live action remakes of like what used to be animated, properties. Now we're just remaking. It's a remake, but it's in the same vein of those Disney live action remakes where we're not gonna put any effort in really doing anything new or creative here. We're just here to just do the same thing all over again. But worse, and make it look so much worse, and it feel monotonous. There is no doubt in my mind that this project is going to be embarrassing. Of course, it'll have its fans, and it's a shame that it will, because ultimately, all of the conditions for how this is being made are just completely short-sighted. No understanding whatsoever of how this is actually going to. I don't believe for a second that this series is going to make it all the way to its supposed end, or how many seasons it was going to be. Like Harry Potter, I like Harry Potter. This is not something that's going to offend me per se, but it's more so. I'm not fond necessarily of like the lore or whatever of it. So I'm not a Potterhead basically, but I am a fan of stories, and I'm a fan of movies, and I also in stories lately have just not they've not been hitting for a good while now, and I think people for the most part they keep asking themselves why are movies not hitting the same. This is one of these reasons. This is going to be a terrible trailer. I mean, it may not be a terrible trailer, but it's going to be. This trailer is going to feature, obviously, what we think it might look like, and I don't expect this to be anything worth my time. Of course, many people are going to go ahead and watch this. They're going to continue, as they should. Okay, whatever. But I'm just going to let you know right now, this is probably going to look hideous. It's going to look dark, and that's where we are. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and begin the trailer right now. All right, so this is where we are here. I love how this trailer starts with "I told you," and I told you just now to you how flat the lighting was gonna be. Good God, man! No,
something special.
Oh my God, guys! Look, this is really bad. Off the bat, this is so bad. Like, why does everything have to look like a freaking Netflix show? And by the way, there have been plenty of Netflix shows that have looked far better than this. This is a joke. This is supposed to be Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a cinematic universe. Why are you settling for? I mean, again, you really have to just like ask yourselves, like the people who were shooting this, like, God, this looks no different than some kind of like MD drama about like group of people who work at the hospital on some, I don't know, NBC TV show nowadays. I don't understand what is this incessant need of making sure that everything has to look exactly the same. And it would be one thing if everything looked exactly the same and it was beautiful, but this is not the case. It's so dull and gray and flat and ugly, and it's the exact same situation as earlier this week with the whole Moana trailer. It's just like, guys, why do movie executives and the people who they hire have it in their minds that it is okay to just completely take a color vacuum and suck out the life of everything? I mean, I'm seeing colors that are intentionally toned down and grayed, and before anyone comes at me with like, oh, it's because it's going to be a darker, version of the story. No, that's no longer an excuse when literally everything that is a remake, when you compare it side by side, yes, styles are different, but just because styles are different does not mean it's bad, sure, but in this case, I'm telling you that it is bad. I saw nothing in this trailer that indicates to me that there is at least a competency behind the camera that can understand that, and that is, by the way, not even getting into a lot of just the inane choices that have been made that are not exactly prone to being exempt at all for criticism. This okay, look, I'm gonna flip through the images here. This looks like the exact same story. The sets are 1,000 times worse. The colors are borderline it is insulting. This presentation, I gotta tell you, it is genuinely insulting. Why are you taking something that is so full of life, so magical, and you're going to go ahead and like blur it and gray it? Like, you really have to just ask yourself, like, why is this? Does this look like something that is made for children? No, not at all. Like, this is completely. You used to be able to tell what you were looking at, franchise to franchise. Now, if you put it all on one canvas, you would not be able to tell anything. Nothing interesting about the direction. Nothing interesting about even just the way that certain shots are, composed. The costumes, I will tell you, not great. The casting, also just not great overall. If you choose to waste your time on this, I mean, I'll just say, in the last, Harry Potter fans are Harry Potter fans. You do what you want to do. I'm just general audience people. Please, you need to stop sending the message that this is what we want most things to look like and be like. And by the way, you may notice that I haven't really gotten into the story of it all. Well, I mean, what really is there to discuss? We know it's going to be the exact same thing. We know 100% this will be a complete waste of time. Please do not watch this. I'm done.